welcome to the Daily Dragonfly. Today we are going to embellish this fun organic background with some flowers. Right now I am painting, I've just dipped my brush into some of that yummy lime green and I'm going in with some yellow and kind of lightening that up. And as you can see, I just use a round brush and I start from the outside, placing the tip down, pulling, then applying more pressure to the center of the petal to create that wider spot, and then I lift up at the end. And as you practice this, you'll get better and your petals will look more organic and really come to shape. As I lift up near the center, you can see it leaves that nice open area, which I think is beautiful. It is like it is growing out from the center, and then you'll see how I finish them off later on in this video. And then I just keep dancing that around and I'm mixing different colors in with the green. I'm adding blues and just having fun creating some organic flower petals and little flowers. And what I love about what's happening here is these flower petals have a translucency to them. You can see that dark background showing through the pigments, and that's much like real flower petals. Some are completely opaque, but some have that really beautiful lightness, that iridescence that you can see right through them, that transparency, that when the sun hits them, you can see all the beauty of the flowers. So yeah, I don't know, I just felt like flowers today, and so flowers it is. I'm going to keep dancing these flowers around the canvas and finishing up. And I just think it is a wonderful, wonderful little thing to do, is painting flowers, right? So these little white dots that I've put in the center of some of the flowers, now I'm just putting around randomly around the canvas, really brighten it up and just brought it to life. Just that little tiny bit of detail with some white, adding some highlight and some differentiation, added a lot of depth to this painting. And as I kept using the white, I wanted to add more and more little white flowers. So I thought, oh, that looks really pretty. I like that. So I'm just playing with different ways I'm using my brush, and I've never done a flower like this before. It kind of almost looks like a mum or something with lots of little tiny petals, but it's my flower, so I'm just gonna keep dancing those little white dots around, the little different white shapes here and there to create some interest and sort of like a top layer of the lightest thing, because you know how light colors come towards you, right? And the dark colors recede. So you're getting a lot of layering effect now where the really dark background sinks back in, and then you've got those beautiful green and blue flowers, and now the white sort of dancing on top. So yeah, just keep going, keep having fun, try different brush strokes, try different flower types. Do whatever, different colors, right? What's your favorite color? Use that. Do that. You don't have to follow what I'm doing. It's just fun to explore and try different techniques and different flowers and just keep painting and having fun. So what pretty little flower painting wouldn't be complete without a dragonfly? So there's my two dots, my thumb sort of sized body, right, that I've done in this pale light blue, and then just some little brush strokes to make segments. I just thought, you know what? I'm feeling it. It is the Daily Dragonfly, so let's put a dragonfly on here. And I'm going to dip into some of that really fun, shiny, opalescent silver color. And here you'll see me doing all the wings, right? So we're going to do the 4 wings. And what I love about the silver is it is transparent and it is sparkly, like those beautiful iridescent dragonfly wings. So I'm going to zhuzh this up a bit as we go and create some different color and some different depth to this dragonfly. And it's just going to really pop, and I love it. And it's kind of, the transparency of the wings makes it just really believable, right? Because they're not opaque, they're not solid. You can see through it, you can see the flowers through it, and I just think that's so much fun. So have fun, try some iridescent paints. Now I'm just going to play with some different colors. I'm going to go in with that pretty lime green and see what I think. I'm going to kind of draw an outline around the outside of the dragonfly wing. I don't want to cover up that transparency. I just want to see what colors I like. And the green's okay. I'm like, I'm going to get it in there. I'm going to put some lines on it. I brought the green down the dragonfly body, so it's starting to appear more. It's starting to show up, and it's shaping up. It's not quite the way I want it though, so I'm just going to keep playing with it. Now I'm adding some black just to try and bring out this, make it pop just a little more off the background and add a little definition. There we go to that dragonfly. Just keep playing as you go, right? The green didn't quite cut it for me. There wasn't enough contrast between the background. So now I'm just trying some black. I'm adding some black on here, seeing what I think of that. It's all about experimentation and play. It's not about what's perfect. I'm painting pretty quickly here, although, this is a sped up video, so I'm not painting quite that fast. It's twice the normal speed, but it is just about playing and dropping some lines and some dots and trying to create that definition where it pops, where it looks like it's actually sitting on top of that spiral and those flowers below. Feeling the need for more sparkles, so I'm adding another layer of that pretty iridescent silver to the wings, kind of covered up, kind of going over some of those black lines. I'm like, yeah, I want them to show through, but I don't want them to be that apparent. So I'm just keep playing. I go back and forth with color, back and forth with the translucent silver and the black. And then I just wanted to show you how pretty that looks, right? That is a really cool effect of using that silver over the other colors as it shines through. So we're just going to continue here until I get the effect that I like, right? Till my definition of done, what I feel is complete, and how I want it to keep progressing. I love how the white made the flowers pop and really added that depth. So I thought I'm going to go in there and just put a few dots, and I'm going to try an outline on the wings with some white. And for me, that really kind of uplifted it and gave it that feeling I was looking for. This really light being, that just how dragonflies make you feel, that lovely lilting lightness they have, right? That they could just take off at any moment, pivot, their agility, their beauty, and how they just sort of flow. And I really like the white with the rest of the painting. And, like I said, this is all for just discovery and seeing what I like. Well, I discovered I like this white over the silver. The black lines are still doing their job underneath, but they're just not as apparent, right? They don't show up as much, which is perfect. I don't need them to. They just gave me a base and a little contrast there around the edges. And now I'm just going to go ahead and add a few of those fun little different segment things that you see on dragonfly wings. And of course, it doesn't look anything like a real dragonfly wing, but just a few little random lines here and there give the illusion of a lot of detail and a lot of line work. And so to me, that's exactly what this needed. It needed to remain transparent, but still, have a lightness about it. So this white did the trick for me, and I am just loving how it's turning out. And so there we have it. That is pretty much how I finished this beautiful little dragonfly up. And I think I am just having so much fun playing and completing this piece. It's now feeling to me like I'm done with it, right? So the little legs go in, add a little, so the actual little dragonfly is sitting on that vegetation or spiral or whatever it is behind there, my imaginary jungle. And I just want you to have a wonderful day. This has been the Daily Dragonfly, and I will see you at the canvas. Bye!